Thanks for tuning in to Chats with Your Self-Worth BFF. This is your host, Michaela Falar, where we are here to skyrocket your self-worth, heal your shit, and take your power back. Welcome to the chat. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chats with Your Self-Worth BFF. It's your host, Michaela Falar. Today is episode 2 of the September series, Empowering You, and we are going to be talking all about cultivating and encompassing self-love. Before I get into that, I want to share with you that I just got back home from a one-night stay in Santa Barbara. I booked myself a hotel room for the night at the Brisas Del Mar Inn by the beach in Santa Barbara, and it was absolutely beautiful. It was so much fun. It was so nice, so relaxing, and I just decided to fuck around and treat myself just because. You see, I am at the point of my life where I've realized that I don't need to have a significant other in order to do things like this for myself. When I wasn't always like this, my past self would have asked, like, why would I do that? Why? Like, I live alone, just me and my dog, and like I have a place to myself all the time. So like, why would I take myself outside of my house, book a hotel, and do something like that? Well, that's when my higher self stepped in, and it's like, well, why the fuck not? So it's just because I can, because I am normalizing luxury in my life for me, because that's what I deserve. Why? Again, just because. I am worthy. I am worthy of whatever it is that I desire. So if I want to book a hotel and a facial out of nowhere and just leave town and leave the dog at grandma's house, then that's what I'm going to do, regardless of what my current life circumstances are. When you make the decision that your reality is going to look a certain way no matter what, then that's what your reality is going to look like. Not because I achieved something, just because I'm worthy of it, period. Like, I didn't book this hotel room because I achieved something, like normally we don't treat ourselves like that unless like it's in a celebration of something. Okay, well, you know what? I'm celebrating me. That's where I'm at currently in my life. I am doing things for myself just because I can, because I know that I am worthy and I deserve to be treated like a fucking queen. How can I expect somebody else to treat me like a queen if I'm not treating myself that way, right? I know that I'm destined for success and luxury, so why not act as if I already have the success that I'm striving for and the luxury that I know that I deserve? I like to use these two stories in this situation. It kind of goes hand in hand. So Ed Milet, before he became who he is today, as we know him, this incredible public speaker, he used to book a stay once a year at the Four Seasons Hotel for him and his family. And he would save up and then book that hotel room at the Four Seasons just because he wanted to be in the energy of people who had the life that he desired to have. And by doing that, he put himself in his desired reality. He had to get into the energy of knowing that he belonged there, knowing that those people had nothing that he didn't have. And look at him now. Jim Carrey wrote himself a $10 million check for 10 years into the future when he was 23 years old as a struggling actor. And 10 years after writing that check, got a check written to him for acting services rendered for booking The Mask. Like, how insane is that? He literally manifested that for himself and held that knowing. If you hold the knowing that your life is going to look a certain way, then it will be. You have to have a little bit of like delusion. You have to just live in this like this Delulu world. Okay, that's what the phrase is coming around, and I am so here for it. I'm in love with it. It's like my new thing. I'm living in Delulu land. But in order to have and step into the energy of having the life that you desire to live, you have to act as if. You have to live in the state of mind that you already have the things that you want, that you desire to have. Once you step into the energy of having what you want, it will become your reality, period. End of story, because it's the universal law of attraction. In order to know that you are worthy of the life that you desire, you have to have a strong sense of self-love. And that is where this Cultivating Self-Love episode comes in. Self-love and self-image, you guys, are literally the key to everything. Like everything. So what self-love is the ability to put yourself first and prioritize yourself and value yourself. Self-image is how you perceive yourself and how you believe that other people perceive you. The energy and frequency of having a high level of self-love and self-image, the world is just one big giant mirror of how we actually feel within ourselves. So let me tell you guys something. We do not manifest what we want in life. We manifest how we feel. Again, we do not manifest what we want in life. We manifest how we feel. So, example being, if you have, let's say like you have a friend and they walk into a room and they're just magnetic. All eyes are on him or her, and they're getting drinks bought for them. They get things for free all the time. And you're kind of just standing next to this person and you're like, well, why not me? And then you might be making up stories in your mind of why not you? You're literally creating a story that isn't fucking true. And so what you're doing by creating that story is putting out the frequency of whatever it is that you believe within yourself. You're putting that frequency out into the world. So what is the world going to do? It's going to mirror that back to you because our brains like familiarity. So what it's going to do, it's going to find reasons to prove to you that you're correct. Like I said, that story that you're telling yourself isn't true. Nothing that this other person, this other friend, this whoever this magnetic person is that you're seeing, they don't have anything that you don't have within yourself. So the moment you change the narrative and the story in your mind is the moment your life is going to change. It's the moment that the world will start to mirror that new story to you. Stop comparing yourself to others and just decide that you're just as magnetic. Decide that you have everything that that other person has, because you do, because you wouldn't even see that in them if you didn't have it within yourself. And we'll get into that on the next episode. That's all about crushing the self-comparison. Like, we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. Okay? Okay. It all starts, period, within yourself. And the moment you truly start to love yourself for all that you are is the moment that the world is going to mirror that back to you. You're actually going to begin to purge people that don't see you for all that you are, that don't see your worth. And you know what, guys? That's their life, their loss. And you might not see that at first. You might be like confused, like, why are these people dropping out of my life like flies? And it's because you've decided to change the narrative. You decided to change the story in your mind. And so the people who don't see your worth and your value when you see your worth and your value are going to be pushed out of your reality. It's all working out for you for your highest divine alignment. And you just have to hold that knowing. So be kind to yourself so you attract more kindness. Love yourself so you attract more love. The moment that you decide to love yourself wholeheartedly for everything that you are, no matter what your life circumstances may be in this moment of time, is the literal moment your life will begin to change. Your outside physical reality will start to mirror how you feel about yourself. Period. It's that easy. I say easy. I don't think it's very easy because we have spent all this time, all these years, maybe talking negatively about ourselves or believing a certain story that we've been telling ourselves for so long. And so it's going to take some time to rewire the neural pathways in your brain in order to actually get it to believe that new story that you're telling yourself. But you guys, the more often you repeat that new story to yourself, the more and more your subconscious brain will start to shift and believe that new story. But in order to get that shift, you have to figure out what is inside of you that you still need to heal in order to get those negative feelings, those negative self-beliefs, that negative self-talk out of your head and step into this higher frequency version of you, this version of you that is the ultimate truth. You are worthy of love. Love is what you deserve. So start to give that to yourself so that you can radiate that frequency out into the world, and then the world is going to mirror that back to you. If you liked this message, make sure that you get on the waitlist for my 3-day free workshop. It's all about learning to love yourself wholeheartedly, skyrocketing your self-worth, and tapping into the highest frequency version of you. And also, we're going to break cycles that are keeping you from living up to your soul's highest frequency, highest potential. I will see you guys next week for the 3rd episode of the September series, Empowering You, and it is all about breaking free from comparison. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Chat soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you, please make sure you leave a rating and review. Like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Kayla Cakes, at KAELA_CAKES. Visit my website at MichaelaRyanFalar.com to find out more about my coaching services. All of these links are in the show notes below. Make sure you tune in for next week's episode. New episodes are out every Tuesday and Friday. Chat soon.